Okay, you know what that means. Wall Street protesters are brewing. You know who, that's right. The Tea Party of the left. Not yet, but the strategist, oh jeez, has done it again. Well, you're going to be the first to know. Find out what it is. Summer grabs right now before it does. Somebody's got to say it. This is the final closing time factor for new commentary thoughts. Oh God, it's gotta be Tuesday, October the 4th. It's me, Alex Music. I just want to take a little bit of time, 30 minutes or 5 minutes, because I gotta get out of here real quick because I don't want to be late because I gotta get the dishes done. So, I know my voice is almost better. You just have to trust me about that. Anyways, here's your worst nightmare. According to Fox News, the protesters who've gathered under the banner of the occupied Wall Street and looking to light a movement, but has hundreds of demonstrators rallies against corporation greed and corporated greed and corruption, and have long way to go becoming a defense cause like the Tea Party, says the political analyst told you that's not to say they aren't trying. Well, guess what? In 3 weeks time, the Occupy Wall Street crowd says has attracted high profiling attention, and it has a purported backing the 30 the 37 people. New York City's largest public employees union. Oh Lord. Now you might think it sounds like a Hollywood type who loves good cause to drop it on. Well, it has generated a discussion group and a conviction of liberals taking place. This is silly. This has got to be. Oh, come on. It's got to be silly. Silly. But let me tell you something. You might think it's so smart about this one, but taking the place in Washington D.C. for this week. Oh gosh, this is silly. But the movement has at least one major obstacle to become the political voice the administration it would be protested on its side. And I would take a look at this. Quote this. Jay Carney said this yesterday. He says, I would simply say that to extent that people are frustrated in the what economic situation, and you say you understand. Wow. This is gonna be. This is. Oh yeah, this is the President Obama's sympathy lies. This is very stupid. And what about David Avella? He's the president of the Republican recruiter for GOP. Go back. And it says the protesters on the left has a lack of common enemy. Told you you have a lack of common enemy on George W. Bush's side administration. And despite the clashes with Republicans, now I'll tell you what thing is. The White House has passed the several major legislator that progressives like, even if they were sweeping in intently envision. You want to hear more about this one? Here it is. Back in 2006 and 2008, when the Democrats took the control of power in Congress, in the administration, it was likely easier. The progressives to rally like-minded individuals who wanted to defeat the Bush agenda. Oh. Now see, it has progress. Successful after the elections. That's why the Tea Party movement has evolved back in 2008, 9. How silly is that? and perhaps one in a generational force and motivated by a confluence of factors. It's a primarily fueled by anger at a crony capitalism. Well, oh, here we go. Too big for big, too big to fail policies that propped up the financial industry. Well, guess what? What? I'll have more of this one next. More of this one. You know who? That's right. Tomorrow. Tomorrow for part two of this Wall Street protesting brewing. Occupy Wall Street. Well, it's just more than a loony left protester movement for the left. But I'll tell you one thing is, I'll find out what it is tomorrow on my final closing TimeFactor video commentary thoughts. Because I don't agree on is you just have to trust me about that. So you know, you gotta know the process of being with them, or maybe it's just a matter of time. Who knows? Anyways, we'll find out what it is tomorrow, part two of this one, and I hope we understand this one very well, indeed. So gotta trust me about that. Anyways, don't forget to Facebook me and follow me at facebook.com/LHMusicTime, as well as twitter.com/LHMusicTime. Check my website at lhmusictimefactor.weebly.com. Part 2 is up for grabs tomorrow. And I'm signing off. Bye-bye. Always gotta say it. This is the LH Music Time Factor.